Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Is he dead? Who's there?
Could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. It's probably the girl. Beck. So you better come out right now.
Strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Yeah, it's probably her. Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice.
Oh, it's probably the fuzzy boy. I forget what his name is.
The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. It's all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? Well, you were like bullying people. If you wouldn't be such a dick, you wouldn't be like this. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day with his positive attitude and his power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Rollo! It's not safe, Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they were going to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You'll stay here and I'll see what they want. Jesus. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We'll be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you're right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Let young Iggy be present. I would love to hear his thoughts. Run.
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie.
Luca, what do we do?
Headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why are you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. You just need to let us up and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is, poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why, because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
His smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face. Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
His grip tightened on the MCDC.
What'd you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca, the only tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He's resting and he's perfectly safe, for now at least. But what happens next up to you, Luca? Look around. You're in quite a pickle and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option he had left. Fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Yeah. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, but just plain unsanitary. Look, I did really think we were good pals, but a shame it came to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Ah, jeez.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, it did.
Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
We can do tickle. Struggle. I guess we'll try tickle. We got bust out the tickle.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, wanna see something cool?
Yup.
Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the?
Tish, is she tickling you?
Yup. Yup. Oh, yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yup.
Redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Yup.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the outro. I think you were just threatening us.
Eddie's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
No.
Well, what a little creep.
Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad?
It depends on what you're feeling about having a more mature, refined look.
Oh, God.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did that kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck.
I don't care who she is. What happened?
We were just helping look for Rollo.
Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
Torrent of rambled words and tears. Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in the deep Weep Woods yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit, and we hid in the dumpster and a heavy bag dropped on us. I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back.
Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home.
But I want to help.
This is too dangerous for a kid.
I can't just sit around. I have to do
Roxy tried to
something.
think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a
He
plan?
wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things around here have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad's been acting weird lately. Well weirder than normal.
Into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies.
We at the treehouse in case Rollo shows up. Okay, can doodly do.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fellow like that.
Sorry. Who are you talking to?
What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really.
The whole thing's a waste of money if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet?
Not yet.
Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. What's with the drums? Silly boy antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks.
You think this is a prank?
What other possible explanation could there be?
He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it.
How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know. Something that you could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a blank lurking behind those eyes. There was a shame lurking behind those eyes.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around the old Valentine warehouse.
Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you. You were with Rollo when he went missing. Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. This music is really intense. What's about to happen? That's when I last saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go sulking in someone else's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage, I think. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Is he gonna kill me? Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
Dude, this dude's about to murk me! But you Van Horns just can't keep to yourselves, can you? We're all so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
Is it a suicide booth? Is it a no-pro booth? What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim.
Whoa.
Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop.
Weird.
He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view.
Okay.
Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom.
Could be probably something like, he knows too much.
He knows too much.
Okay.
The end.
Great.
Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Windows to the soul. Okay, Nuncreed's in on it. Is it all the adults? Okay, we got struggle back where we got murked the first time. This story is about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine.
After all that, now you're gonna tell me everything's fine.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished downing a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what do you and Rulo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rulo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Trolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Miss Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There's some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Make sure Fratelli and Trolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day is still young. I'm off to jam it up. Okay. Was there a safe back there? Oh. Hello, it's Jennifer Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. Simple matter, we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Okay. Okay. Sorry about yesterday, Rox can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So what'd you find? Give me the dirt.
Something happened. There was someone else there.
What? Who was it? What is it, aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rollo? I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Maybe at the treehouse tonight. Not sure what this treehouse is you speak of. Maybe at mission control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Well, our buddy's alive in this version, so that's cool. Off to deliver the jam. Bunny boy, you over here?
Wait, watch your step.
So sorry.
There's a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing.
I thought they just sort of wandered around.
Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay.
It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began.
Think the noise scared them away?
Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay?
Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes. That was the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing the town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, changes are dangerous.
If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy.
My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine.
Did I get the impression that this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder.
There's the squirrel boy.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello.
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Ah, no bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yes, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, those ones on top. Should write your name on them.
Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes. The jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
Forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
He's being kind of creepy. I wonder if Granny is doing something weird with the jam. Of course. That was weird. Weird old man. Hey, little buddy.
How do you keep ice cream cold?
We keep them on ice.
Where'd you get the ice from?
I don't know, somewhere cold.
How do you keep somewhere cold?
Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not?
No, I'm good.
He got lolly. Okay, it was the cafe, right, where the other lady was at.
Hey, Zariel. Hiya, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you. Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life.
Wow. It really is setting the kids up for success.
Piper. Oh, hey, Luca, what's up?
You know it's summer break, right?
Of course.
And it's like the morning.
Correct.
And you're studying.
Like they say, the early bird gets a proper education required for a successful, fulfilling career later in life.
Okay, that's not where I needed to be. Or, yeah, it didn't say the cafe was up here. I don't think I went to the cafe yet. Little newsstand. Aw, you're sleepy. Hey, Dawn.
Hey, Luca, what's up?
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break.
Cute.
By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
They got you on jam delivery, eh?
Yep. Hey, Dawn, have you noticed anything weird around the town lately?
What sort of weird things?
Stuff going on in the old Valentine building?
You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now.
So what's going on?
I can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads.
Keep me in the loop, okay?
Sure thing. Have you seen the new kid around yet?
New kid.
Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Parental Harvest. And the other's working for Harris Valentine.
And?
The Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Parental Harvest has positioned itself as the town's future. Let's make for some interesting dinner table conversations.
I can imagine. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner.
Hey, Miss Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your grand not feeding you?
She is, it's just...
I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day.
You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner.
See that picture over there?
That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart what happened with Elidor. Aw. I got a feeling she's out there somewhere yearning to be with you again. I'm thinking she isn't. This is gonna have a sad ending. Few things in the world could keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Ah, yes, let's see here.
Telly lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
Carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca.
Will do.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And come join me again. Bye.